Have a look soon. Now we're getting somewhere. Strange place. Reeks of death. I wonder what secrets I will uncover here. Drag marks, and blood was shed, but only a small amount. Were the victims still alive? Only muscles leave ash and footprints like these. One set larger than the rest. Surtr and Holstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests, identical and cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural. Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space. Relevant symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now. Asa sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets. But before she could do so, someone beat her to it. That beat led a group of Muslims here. Surtr and Holstein were likely prisoners among them. Injured, but very much alive. The dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came for the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' death? The Muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in A3, while I searched for Baldur. Perhaps I'll find some answers there.
Som vap on
Around here before. Find it. I may find the culprit. Amid all this excitement, I have had little time to dwell on the Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow, or far in the future? I think the latter, more likely. Amid all this excitement, I have had little time to dwell on the Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow, or far in the future? I think the latter, more likely. I have Loki imprisoned for what it... Amid all this excitement, I have had a look... King, maybe. Sorry, one. Amid all this excitement, I have had little time to dwell... Excitement. I have had little time to dwell on the Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Looks like the partial key I found will fit here. culprit was deciphering elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful hookers. The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. secret's affairs. Only she and Surtr are aware. Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My helmet is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? Marked here, along with a second location. Another ritual site, perhaps. You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now.
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I am following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seidr, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seidr. At least not as I know it. He's using something called a salakar. It is part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those. For now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mess yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on the map surrounded by waters, just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value the salakar holds. Clear view.
Father, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Ace's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder's surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, chosen ones. Together, we will enact Surtr's will. Who among you will hold that distinct honor? Let us see. Steady. In service to Surtr, we have nothing to fear.
What are you going to do with that?
Find the Celica!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
That northwest team, tapping at his heels. Hasn't made it far. No helpless rabbit. What signs might I find of this These fools daren't stand in her path. dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They're headed west. Refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Two sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other, closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl, Asa. Your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. I should not be seen in this. No sight of Asa or Calder. None of these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't. These were similar. They used to restrain. These muspels, Ragnarok came early. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa chased Calder into this cab, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wits stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she's his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar, for Walter's sake. They paused here for a moment before continuing, most likely to resecure Asa's bonds. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me, temporarily. Perhaps Balder would not approve of my methods, of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they are young, pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. I hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here, toward the river. Asa.
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hooger. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Surtr will be surprised when I present him his own daughter's empty corpse. But I knows the truth. Surtr will be surprised in his own daughter's empty corpse. Make sure he knows the truth.
Why is Surtr collecting Hoogers? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me!
Why do you aim to finish my work?
Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Surtr!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Surtr will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Baldur, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. need your help. Salakar still requires the hoover of a suitable Jotun. Calder never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.